start clapping, whooping and cheers. Welcome to the stage, Debbie Holt.
Let me just move this, I don't want to block with you, I won't be able to see. So yeah, I'm Debbie Holt, how are you all? I get dressed up tonight, this is, I don't know if it's going to work. I got dressed up tonight, I always get dressed up, do my hair, do my makeup, matching underwear. I always wear matching underwear. It used to be in case I got pulled, I mean in case I pull. Now it's in case I have a medical emergency. I'm from Rochdale. It's a little town just outside Manchester. I don't know if anyone knows it. If you don't, it's kind of like Gracie Fields is from there, and Lisa Stansfield, grooming gangs, you know. And I was dragged up proper northern, dragged up, you know, like sex and drugs and truancy and alcohol, and that was just in primary school. And I had an idyllic childhood. Except my mother were mental, absolutely barking mad. She was obsessed with her weight. She was a yo-yo dieter. And I'll give you an example. She was the Slimmer of the Year, 1980. 1981, she was the face of Greg's. And you know, we just used to laugh at her. It gave us great entertainment, family entertainment. But then she started obsessing with me. And it's like, she sat me up at Weight Watchers when I was 13, and if I lost weight, I got pie and chips from Chippy on the way home. You know, things like this. And you know, it was like Munchausen by dieting. You know, it really messed with me. And for years, it bothered me. And we used to go on holiday every year as an adult, and every year I would be swimming. I would be seen in a bathing suit. I was so self-conscious. And then a couple of years ago, we went to Malta. 40 degrees, absolutely red hot. And I thought, give your head a shake, this is ridiculous. And I went swimming. Oh my God, it was exhilarating, it was life-changing, it was amazing. And you know what the best thing was? My tits floated. They were unreal, they were round, they were bobbing around. Oh, they were great. All those years of like underwire bras and all that, all I had to do was go swimming. They were great. But you know what, I've come to terms with my weight. I mean, now I just identify as pleasantly plump. And I've come to terms with it. And I've been fatter and I've been thinner. But I like myself at this weight because it's good for my face. No wrinkles on a balloon. But, you know, you're looking at me now and you say, what's this old bird doing? What the hell is she playing at? Well, as we get older, as we get grey, we start to get invisible. And I don't want to fade away. I want to go out screaming and shouting. So I set myself challenges. I've wrote a book. Thank you. I've been on the chase. Oh, no, I didn't. Wayne and Bradley, well, she's lovely. I have played live at Glastonbury. I strummed my ukulele in the car park and I'm having that. But my biggest achievement has been that I've been married 36 years. Unbelievable. Met and married in a year. He proposed to me at Bobby Ball's nightclub in Rochdale, dead classy, middle at dance floor. And I was shy back then and I kind of went, yeah, all right. And then I got home and I thought, I'm not having that. You know what, I taught him, I showed him. I had that wedding booked by Monday. I booked a wedding before he sobered up. I'll teach him. But I love my husband very much and I know he loves me. I mean, he's almost told me once. He loves me dearly. And, you know, we have little names for each other. I mean, he calls me Delightful Deborah. Isn't that nice? Delightful Deborah. I call him my sex machine. No, sorry, I got that wrong. He's not a sex machine, he's a fucking tool. But we do love each other. And, you know, it's like, I think he's a bit jealous about me doing this stand-up, you know, because I'm outside my comfort zone. And he, you know, I said, why don't you do something different, try something. And he thought about it, he said, I'm going to be a Morris dancer. And I thought, right, crack on then, crack on. So we went down the village hall and it was a monthly meeting of the Morris men and he said they were all sat there behind a table, it was like an interview panel. And, you know, and they asked him questions, you know, do you like real ale? Are you free bank holiday Mondays? Have you got an anorak? You know, all these important things. He said it was going great. He tried the bells on, you know, all this. They give him a handkerchief and he had good wrist action. He said, I had right good wrist action. I thought, yeah, you bet you have. Right good wrist action. He said, and then the main man said, well, just one final question. He said, are you circumcised? And my husband said, well, actually, yeah, I am. He said, man just closed the book and said, it's finished, application's closed, you're not suitable. My husband says, why not? It was going so well. He said, you've got to be a complete prick to be a monk. But you know, life changes, you know, when you're married, things are different. I mean, when we first met, I mean, these young ones can't imagine it, but I was really hot back then, you know, even though I say it myself. And like, we were ripping each other's clothes off. I mean, back then I didn't have time to knit, you know, to take my socks off. Now I could knit a pair. And he said to me one night, he said, go to the fridge and get something out of the fridge. He said, and we'll have some fun. I thought, oh, I'll have some of that. Went to the fridge, I got a jar of piccalilli. Do you know piccalilli stings? It does, it stings. But anyway, it all moves on, things are different. And as you get older, things start to you start to lose things. You know, it's kind of like, I've lost my hearing, I'm losing my eyesight, I lost my waist years ago. And every time I go to doctors, it's something else. And I went and I had a sore throat. And the doctor's looking down my throat and she went, she said, I think you could do with a colonoscopy. I thought, I didn't think they could see that far down. No, I usually say, now, has anybody had a colonoscopy? Bit of a pain in the ass, but you've got to do it. Anyway, so I go, and he's having me fill in the application form out, consent form. And, you know, he's telling me all the things that could go wrong. You know, I could die, I could puncture my bell. I'm like, wow. And he's telling me all these things, and then he said, and you may experience some sexual arousal. I thought, I just ignored him, I signed it, I thought, get it over with. So I'm laying on the table, I'm on my left-hand side, I'm looking at the monitor. I mean, it's like a big screen TV. I thought they were going to show, you know, an in-flight movie or something. And I'm there, and he put the camera up my bum, let's be honest about this, and he's having a good look at everything. And then he leant over and he said, are you all right? And I went, yeah, I'm fine. And then I thought, so I'm not sexually aroused yet, though he said, don't worry about it, dear. He said, I am. But life goes on, you know, and it's like growing old is a privilege. It's growing up that I struggle with. And, you know, we've been married such a long time that when we first met, I mean, I couldn't even fart in front of him. I'd go to the bathroom, and every time I passed wind, I'd cough, you know, so he couldn't hear me. And I spent that much time in the bathroom that first year that he thought he had COPD. And now it's liberating. It's like my floating tics, it's life-changing. I can fart anytime, it's amazing. And the other night I went to Angie's, and which he made a curry, and there was all the vegetables and curry sauce and everything. And even as I was eating it, I was thinking, oh my God, this is a brewer. I could feel it. So we get back home, get in bed, and it starts. And I think, oh my God. But I wait until he starts snoring. I coordinate it, you know, because it's being considerate. This is the key to a long marriage, you know, always be considerate. So he snores, I fart, so he don't wake him up. And I will let him rip. It was really bad. I was wafting it, tucking it and everything. And you know when they say you can't smell your own? They lie. It was rancid, absolutely rancid. And it's going on, and I thought to myself, I'm not going to make it through night here. It's not going to happen. I mean, we might die in our sleep. We might pass away peacefully. But you know something, there's one thing for sure. If we died peacefully in our sleep, it wouldn't be natural causes, it'd be methane poisoning. But I'd just like to finish by saying, because I've had children, I've been blessed with grandchildren. And on my way in, I just popped round to my daughter's to see her. And she was screaming and shouting at the granddaughter, like going mad at her. Clean your room, she was going mad. The granddaughter runs upstairs, slamming doors. And then she's back down in 5 minutes. I thought, she's not done that room in 5 minutes. And I thought, I'll go and check, why not? And then I go in, the room's done. I thought, wow, it's all done. And then I see something poking out from under the bed. She just shoved everything under the bed, everything under the bed. So I thought, I'll get rid of it, I'll tidy up. So I'm pulling things out. I find an empty bottle of vodka. I thought, oh goodness, I can't believe it. She's 13, she's drinking, I can't believe it. I go further back, I'm pulling things. There's plumbing vapes. I thought, oh God, I can't believe she's vaping. And then right at the back of the bed, right at the very back, it's a packet of condoms. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. She's got a penis. And on that note, I'd just like to say thank you very much for coming out. It's been a little bit strange, but it's been wonderful. Thank you so much, and I'm Debbie Hull. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you very much. I'll laugh. And thank you very much. There you go.
Okay, that was